Hi mga Doh! Welcome to On the Road with Doh, and we are on our 24th episode. I finally made a Facebook page, so if you like what we do, please follow, like, share, comment on our Facebook page. I really wanted it to grow in numbers. Anyway, today I would like to talk about conviction. That strong resolve you have to doing what you are doing or what you ought to do. See, there are people who are exactly doing the same things but on the different levels of conviction, because there are also different levels of maturity. The first level is the level of infancy, where people do what they do because they are afraid of a punishment or they are seeking for reward. Level of infancy is the level of reward and punishment. And then the second level is when you reach the point where you're no longer doing it out of reward and punishment, but you're doing it because the rest of the community are doing it. That's the level of convention, where people do not want to stand out and people just go with the flow. Third is the level of conviction, the highest level of maturity. In this level, you no longer care whether you're rewarded or punished. You no longer care whether other people are doing it or not. You're doing something because you think this is the right thing to do, the level of conviction. Why pursue level of conviction? Well, I'll tell you a story that will distinguish the difference. It's a story in the Battle of Thermopylae between the Persians and the Spartans. The Persians numbered in 2,000, while the Spartans were only 300 soldiers. And yet the Spartans successfully held the fortress long enough for the rest of their team to, prepare. Why? The 300 versus the thousands, because these thousands were slaves and were only doing it out of fear. Well, the 300 Spartans were out of conviction, and they knew that this is the right thing to do. You see, when you're on the level of conviction, you can move mountains. When you're on the level of conviction, you can launch thousands of ships. When you're on the level of conviction, you can sustain the thing that you do because you know it is the right thing to do, regardless of whether you are punished, regardless of whether you are rewarded, regardless of whether people look at you, regardless of whether people are doing it or not. Be a person of conviction. Have a good day, mga Doh!